In this video, I want to show you how to knit the double fleck stitch. This is a really simple 4-row repeat using just knit and purl stitches to create these staggered lines of texture on the right side of your work, and it's not a reversible stitch, so on the wrong side of your work you really don't get any sort of defined pattern at all. I really like the texture these little flecks produce, and I will definitely be incorporating this into a baby blanket in the future. I actually used something very similar when I knitted my tailor blanket, but I didn't actually discover this stitch until afterwards. Otherwise, I definitely would have incorporated this stitch into that blanket. The pattern multiple for double fleck stitch is 6 plus 4. That basically means you want to cast on a multiple of 6, and then once you've done that, you want to add 4 more stitches on the end. I like to use the long tail cast on method, but you can use whichever cast on method you like. I'm just going to cast on a small sample of 28 stitches for the purpose of this tutorial, but you can cast on as many or as little stitches as you need. Row 1 is a right side row, and it's nice and easy. You want to just knit every single stitch. Row 2 is a wrong side row, and you want to start row 2 by purling the first 4 stitches. After those first 4 stitches, we are going to work along the row working a 6 stitch repeat, and that repeat goes as follows. You are going to knit 2 and then purl 4. And you repeat those 6 stitches all the way along your row, and you should finish on a purl 4. So that's knit 2, purl 4 all the way along your row, and if you've counted your stitches correctly, you should finish on a purl 4. Row 3 is a right side row, and just like we did with row 1, we are going to knit all of our stitches all the way along. Row 4 is the final row of our repeat. It is a wrong side row, and it is another row that creates texture like row 2 did, but because this time we are staggering our stitches, the repeat is slightly different. You want to start row 4 by purling the first stitch. Then you want to knit the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to repeat the following 6 stitches all the way along our row until we have 1 stitch left on our left hand needle to work. You are going to purl 4 and knit 2. And you want to repeat that combination of purl 4, knit 2 all the way across until you have 1 stitch left to work, and if you've counted your stitches correctly, that should come after a knit 2. The final stitch of row 4 is the same as the first stitch of row 4. It is a purl stitch, so you are going to purl that final stitch of row 4. So that is your 4-row repeat. You can see already after just 1 set of 4 rows, we've got these little pearls of texture starting to appear, and you would now go away and repeat rows 1 to 4 as many times as you want to for your project or for the block of stitches that you are using this stitch pattern in. One quick tip when you choose to cast off your work, if you want to maintain symmetry and get this matching row of purl bumps top and bottom, is that you want to cast off knitwise on a wrong side row. It really doesn't matter at what point in the repeat you cast off, just make sure that you do it on a wrong side row and you want to use a knitwise cast off. And there we go, that is how you knit the double fleck stitch. If you would like some written instructions to follow along too, then as always I have left those on my blog and they are absolutely free to access. I'm going to leave you with another stitch pattern that I think you might like, and I'll be back for another video again soon.